10 years ago, I tried to run 100 meters up this promenade and I couldn't. So I changed my way of life, I changed my diet, I got fitter. In 5 weeks' time, I'm going to try and run just over 100 kilometers. It's the beginning of the year, time to set new objectives. First objective, run 100 kilometers. Second objective is make a movie. And I might as well do those two objectives together. So this is my movie. So why would you run 100 kilometers? Why would you want to run 100 kilometers? Well, for me, I like a challenge, I like an objective, and I like a goal. I've done 5 marathons in the last few years. Every time I've run a marathon, I've got better, but it's getting harder and harder to beat my PB. I'm getting older, so it's time for a new objective. Ultra marathoning, but quite a different sport. I'm not going to run all of the way. It will be run, walk, stop and eat as well. A big challenge, but realistic, in a completion time of under 21 hours. If I'm running marathons at 3:30 to 4-hour pace, we're talking about more like 8-hour pace and doing 2.5. I mean, the 100k I've chosen has a mountain in the way. It's going to slow you down a bit, but for me, the math adds up. I think it's a realistic but significant challenge, and that's what I'm going to do in 2019. It's a beautiful sunny morning in Madrid, and what better way to celebrate a birthday than going for a run. And today, the 25th of January 2019, my 46th birthday, I'm going to try 2 new things. One, see if I can run a marathon outside of a race. I've never done that before. And to see if I can do 46 kilometers, one for every year. Over 25 years ago, I first came to Madrid. I didn't know the city. And I came, I sat down on this bench here. Plaza España. I looked up at these two buildings, Edificio España and Torre de Madrid, and I wondered what on earth people are doing in those buildings. And I ended up living in Edificio España and having my office in Torre de Madrid. Just over halfway, just over 24 kilometers. Feeling good, feeling fresh. Beautiful day, no wind. Virtually no clouds, probably about 10 degrees centigrade. Just waiting to see which part of my body fails first. Up to now, all good. Here goes. Marathon done, in the bag. 5:17. If I've judged this right, there's going to be a park bench waiting for me at 46. I think for the full 100, definitely going to have to run that slower. But it's been a great test to see, can I go approximately half the distance? And absolutely. 50k is not the challenge. 100k, Madrid to Segovia. That's the big one. You just see the bench over there. It's mine, all mine. $20 meters to go. There's my bench. So 46k in the back of the net. I woke up this morning and I had an image in my head of going for a run on a beautiful mountain trail. And this is it. Exactly what I'd imagined. A fantastic sunny afternoon. Escape from the office. In the middle of nowhere, no one else around. Fantastic. It's Sunday morning and it's time to do some altitude work, a bit of mountain running. So the mountain behind me is Maliciosa and it's over 2,000 meters high. We're about 1,100, 1,200. So we're going to do about 800 meters, 1,000 meters of vertical ascent to get to the top. We're up in the Madrid mountains, training at altitude for the Madrid Segovia 100k. We're just at the snow line and we're just gonna get to the peak of Maliciosa. So we're nearing one of the highest peaks in the Madrid community. We're going to the top of Maliciosa. We've done nearly 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer of vertical ascent. I can't say that we've done a lot of hardcore running, but whatever goes up has got to come down. One of the joys of living in a city like Madrid is that just 1 hour away you got this. This is Plaza Castilla. This is the start of the Madrid Segovia 100-kilometer race. And today we're going to practice the first 30 kilometers or so. Madrid Colmenar Viejo. We're going to run the route so that on race day we know exactly where we're going.
Por aquí, pero ya seguís bordeando esta edificación que no sé lo que es, tiene un muro, seguís bordeando y cuando hay mucha bifurcación os metéis a la derecha.
first training run done for the Madrid Segovia 100k. That's Madrid, Tres Cantos to Colmenar Viejo, about 27 kilometers, under 3 hours, a lot faster than what I'd run it for the 100k. So today we're going to run the second leg, training leg of the 100 Madrid Segovia. Today we're going to practice running from Colmenar Viejo to Mataelpino, a beautiful route up towards the mountain. Fantastic sunny day, and looking forward to some great views along the route.
Una fuente de la ermita de Santa Ana y es así que funciona, y luego ya Mataelpino. Dificultades del camino, sobre todo hoy que no hay señalización.
So just about halfway from Colmenar Viejo to Mataelpino, about 12.5 kilometers, coming up towards Manzanares Real. Maliciosa peak on the left, Tempolo del Mundo, San Perdisa, El Yelmo, and Manzanares Real. Okay, so that's been the Colmenar Viejo to Mataelpino, about 23-24 kilometers. This is the halfway point in the official Madrid Segovia 100k. Mataelpino, beautiful town on the edge of the mountain. Absolutely an enjoyable route running up here through Manzanares, up alongside Pedriza. Fantastic day. So we're back in Mataelpino to do the third leg of training for Madrid Segovia 100k. Today we're going to run Mataelpino to Cercedilla. It's about 15 kilometers, so we're going to go there and then we're going to come back to Mataelpino. The first time we've seen clouds for a while, so actually appreciating a little bit of shade whilst we're doing this training.
Porque se llega aquí, la pasta, la fiesta, algunos llegan a meta, no sé cuánto, y las que tienen que seguir, pues tienen que seguir. Porque también es una parte fea, que de aquí hasta Cercedilla no hay nada de puentes. No solo no hay nada de puentes, sino que casi todo el mundo los pillará con el sol. Y no hay árbol. No hay árbol, no hay sombra.
Cercedilla, that's 15 kilometers from Mataelpino. From Mataelpino, 9-kilometer ascent, and this is where the hills start. This is where the race starts, coming out of Mataelpino. 19 kilometers, stunning views of Navacerrada and Maliciosa. A couple more kilometers and mostly downhill back to Mataelpino. So almost a week ago we did the first leg of the 100k race as a test to learn the route, but it was a big wake-up call for me about the scale of what we're going to do. It's not just 100k flat, there's a mountain in the way, and the first leg, that was relatively flat and yet still more hilly than we're used to running on. So I realised the enormity of the 100k project. I was also reading about running 100k's. I saw people talked about doing 100 kilometers in 1 week, and I thought, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I'm going to run 100k in 1 day, I must be able to run 100k in a week, obviously, something I've never done. So far in the last 7 days I've done 86 kilometers. Today I've got to do another 14 kilometers and I've run my first ever 100k in 1 week. So one of the things that I realized was that to run 100 kilometers, to train for that, I'm going to have to break the rules that I normally use for running, about rest days, about how many kilometers you run. I mean, I don't think there are rules for running 100k. I don't think you probably should be running 100k at all. I think what I've seen is you've got to learn to deal with pain. You've got to train on really sore and tired legs. You got to get used to that, something that I've not really done so much before. I've done my training, I've normally had a rest day, and now I've been running 4 out of 5 days. I've done a lot of kilometers back to back days. I've gone out on tired legs and come back on even more tired legs. Again, I think I've got to tear up that rule book and have a different approach to running. I've also got to do a lot of long, slow runs, lots of them. So on Saturday I did 27 kilometers, the first 27 of the 100k race. I felt good. Sunday got up and did a half marathon, reasonable pace. Monday interval track training, about an hour of high intensity interval training. Tuesday, gentle 10 kilometer jog. Wednesday had a day off. Thursday last night I did another half marathon, a bit slower this time, and today I need to do about 14 kilometers, and then I've done 100 kilometers in 1 week, and that's all in a temperature of about 20 to 30 centigrade. Minimum's 20 centigrade, maximum's 30 centigrade. A little bit outside my comfort zone of about 10 to 12 centigrade. So I've just done 7, got 7 more to go. My feet are good, no blisters, my ankles are pretty good. My legs are just tired, quite tired indeed. It's getting harder, it's going to be hard this last 7k. Back is a little bit sore at the lower back. My arm's been aching a little bit, but not too bad. It's hot, and I've just got to plow on through these last 7 kilometers, and I've done my first 100k in a week. Last 200 meters of doing 100 kilometers in 7 days. Feeling pretty good. Spurred on with Alberto has really helped me do the last 5 kilometers there and keep up a healthy rhythm. Last 150 meters, my first 100 kilometers in 7 days. If you're going to run 100 kilometers in 1 day, You got to be able to do it in 7. Meters. Oh, 100 kilometers in 7 days. Oh yeah. So just waiting for my watch to pick up a GPS signal. It's the streets are quite quiet. Apart from that, a good time to run through some of the central streets of Chicago before I head out onto the there's a trail alongside the lake, and I'm going to do a lot of kilometers there, but before I head out there I'm going to explore a bit down the river. About 200 meters, and first stop is Trump Towers. Incredible buildings and architecture. I'm not going to get much running done as I stop to enjoy the views. It's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful, running through the streets of Chicago in sunrise. Absolutely stunning. Done the first 10 kilometers, and it's the sun's coming up over the lake. I've got the skyscrapers in the background. It's a nice cool breeze. It's going to be a beautiful day. So that's the end of the lake trail. So I'm going to turn back around and 18 miles in a southerly direction. Nearly at kilometer 40. If I keep going, I can do 60. 40 kilometers done. Sun coming down, beautiful day. Yeah, I'm tired, but there's no rush, got plenty of time. Let's see if I can do 20 more and make it 60. My first run of 50k and beyond. Absolutely spectacular view of Chicago behind me, Chicago skyline. I'm going to walk 1 more kilometre, then I'm going to turn back for 15 more, back to downtown and 60k. .99, 50, just over 6 hours. I'm gonna stroll a few K and then pick up for the grand finale. Oof. 6.5 hours. I'm shattered. Just had a Powerade, see if that helps get me going, but I'm at 52k I think today. I'm going to call it a day at 55. It's been an amazing experience, but I'm in America. I don't want to get in any trouble health-wise. I think 55, that's my lot today, but my furthest distance ever, and a great experience. Amazing city. Wow. So 54k. So I think I'm gonna call it a day at 55. I've got blisters. Not used to running so far in the humidity. I think I should have changed my socks halfway, and the blisters hurting. Running out of energy, so I think 55k is a good result today, and just taking in the sights on my last couple of kilometres. .55k, 7 hours 10 minutes. This really is an amazing, clean, beautiful city. Absolutely amazing. I just got a badge on Garmin saying that I'd run an ultra marathon, and I suddenly realised now I'm a real ultra marathon runner. I'm in the Islas Cíes in Galicia, an absolutely incredible natural paradise. There's some of the best beaches in the world. This place is absolutely heaven on earth. It really wasn't my plan to go for a run, honest. This is a weekend off. But I saw these trails through here and I couldn't resist the urge. Something said, run. Wish I had more time. Only got about an hour to visit this island. I'm just gonna get a few kilometers in and take in this absolutely incredible view. So if you never come to Galicia, I highly recommend a visit to Galicia, the northwest of Spain. Less touristy than the costas. Absolutely beautiful natural scenery and wildlife. Here are the Islas Cíes, short ferry ride from Vigo or Bayona. It's about half an hour or so to get to these islands. You need to get permission in advance to come. You need to fill in a form online. There's only a certain limit of people allowed here each day, but you fill in the form, it gives you a code, and you can book a ferry, get onto the ferry and come to stay from a few hours or the whole day. So I'm only here for an hour. I really recommend you come and stay here for a bit longer and you really take this in. This really is something special indeed. Oh, look at that beach down there. There's no one on it. Turquoise waters, fantastic sand. I mean, that is absolutely idyllic. That is heaven down there. I think I found heaven on earth here. How's that for a beach? Don't go much better than that. My ferry's going to go, but I got the urge to go and check out this beach. I just got a few minutes left. Let's see if I can make it.
¿Subiste al faro corriendo?
Sí. Bueno, no, el alto no. La pequeña.
Ay, pero hiciste rápido, ¿eh?
This is the high point of Madrid Segovia, and I think once you get here it's about 24k downhill to get to Segovia. So I've got Madrid behind me, and by the time you've got here you've done about 80 kilometers, and then over there behind me you got the route down to Segovia. So a few weeks ago we did the second half of Madrid Segovia. We ran from Mataelpino all the way into Segovia. It was about 53 kilometers, and crossing the mountain, which I'm on today. It was baking hot in Madrid. In July, it's been between 30 and 40 degrees centigrade. It's been pretty tough to run. So this weekend, the temperatures have dropped off nicely, just to about 25, 26 degrees. It means up here in the mountain, really pleasant running conditions. I reckon it's about 14 degrees here right now, and after training in 35 centigrade, this is absolute luxury. So I've decided to come back and run Cercedilla to Fuenfria. It's a 15-kilometer uphill leg. It's the longest uphill leg in the race. It's probably the longest uphill leg I've ever run. I've just ran it. I'm just coming down now. So running up here last week, there was no prediction of any rain whatsoever, but we got up here and it started to rain. The temperature changed dramatically. It cooled off very, very quickly. The conditions up here, they can change very, very quickly, so you've always got to come prepared. Eight weeks to go until the 100k race. This is probably my last long run on the official route, and the rest I shall do elsewhere. But I've got a really good feel for the route now, and I think that really helps. I know where I'm going. I mean, in this race, it's really up to you to know where you're going. Really looking forward to it. With 8 weeks to go, I really think we have done our homework, and now I need to keep fit, keep running a few hills, and get to the day feeling good, feeling strong. I think also in the next 8 weeks, I've got to get serious now about diet, lifestyle. No late night outs at rock concerts. I mean, I've been to some pretty cool concerts in the last few weeks. I don't know if you can see that, but one of the coolest things that I've seen out here are the butterflies. Absolutely fantastic. There was a scene the other time I was running here, and it was like running through a scene from Avatar. Absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. So yesterday we were zip lining in these forests. You can hear the screams there. Absolutely awesome fun. Great day out. So it's Sunday morning, and I'm with Angel, and we're gonna go for a little run around the hills and mountains between the Mar Menor and the Mediterranean. It's very hot and humid. Gonna start slow and see how far we can go.
¿Cómo vamos allí? Aquel pico. Está bonito.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is the highest peak in the area, and the views, 360-degree views all around. To be honest, this last 20 meters, this is the first time I've done it. I used to be very scared of heights. That seems to have just about overcome my fear, but still, this does take your breath away, this view. It's uncanny. I'm not sure if the camera really captures this.
Aquí todavía no hay caídas para que... Sí, allá abajo en la fuente. Qué bonito.
Snakes. So lucky with the cloud cover today. If the sun had come out, this would be so hard. That is the best feeling in the world. So I've been a big road runner, big asphalt runner, and I enjoy it massively, but it doesn't get you to places like this. I mean, trail running, it's just amazing, absolutely amazing, completely different sensation. Just no pressure on time, you just get out, get away from digital, you get away from screens, you just feel nature, and you get to amazing places like this and do things that you'd never do before.
Territorio Tortuga.
I woke up this morning, I could hardly breathe because of the heat and the humidity, and I was a bit concerned. The sun has been covered all day. We've been so lucky. Nice breeze off the Med here, just coming into Cabo de Palos. Back on the Mar Menor, where we started at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's now about 11 and the sun has come out just as well. We got an early start, 30 kilometres, just over a kilometre to go to home, and a great job done. 6 weeks to go, and today definitely did my homework today. This is just crazy heat, absolutely crazy. That's the mountain we went up first thing this morning. So 10 years ago I couldn't do 200 meters up that promenade, and I've just ran 32 kilometers over the hills and the mountains in 30 degrees centigrade, 85% humidity. Job done.
Adiós, papelera. Venga, muévete.
So 8 months of training, 1,000 miles run, 3.5 million steps done, 33 half marathons, 8 marathons, and here we are doing the 100k. So we've just done the first 7 kilometers coming out of Madrid. We're now in the Pardo, in the countryside. We've been really lucky because it's rained heavily overnight, but we got away without any rain on us, so it's very humid, not normal for Madrid, but a pretty decent temperature. It's actually quite comfortable running conditions right now. It's very, very enjoyable right now out here in the countryside. So 15.5 kilometers, just coming up to the first checkpoint to get our passport stamped. ¡Ole!
Mete el pie.
Woohoo!
Vamos a manejar muy bien.
Ah, un poco mojado.
Las dos mejor que una.
So we're just done half marathon. Beautiful sunrise. We're in the middle of the Pardo. You kind of wouldn't believe you're in Madrid today. It's a lot of humidity. We've been so lucky that we didn't get rained on as we came out of Madrid. But there's some clouds up ahead on the mountain. We're now just about to start quite a long uphill ascent to Colmenar Viejo, and then we've got to change of clothes coming up there. So we're coming up to a medieval bridge, about 35 kilometers. The sun's coming out now. It's really humid, so we changed our clothes, but they're soaked already. But feeling pretty good, to be honest. We've got to get halfway and feel good, and we're on track for that.
¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal, Madrid? Bien.
No puedo ir así. Hola, está sudando.
¡Wow!
¿Cómo haces?
¿Lleváis ya?
So 40 kilometers in, coming up to Manzanares Real. How do I feel? Not too bad, but just as well, because there's 60 to go, and over the mountain, obviously, over there. So the strategy really is walk up the hills, run down the hills to conserve energy, and up to now that's working really, really well. I mean, it's just not the same running up or running down a hill. So by doing that, we're really conserving our energy and just coming up to probably the slowest marathon that I've ever run. And this is the whole point, to run really slow, because we've got another 1.5 to do.
Estoy aquí buscándomela, no sé, mal pensado, buscándome la cinta. Y repito, ojo, donde ponemos los pies.
Venga, gracias.
Vamos.
Gracias.
¿Qué tal?
Bravo, estás quemando, Duncan. Las rodillas, macho. Yo creo que no es.
That's frío.
Frío. Uy, sí.
A few more kilometers uphill and then we're basically at the halfway point, the psychological point there, about 50k in Mataelpino. It's cloudy, there's a light breeze, it's getting cooler as we head up the mountain. It's going to be quite cold at the top. Just as well I got a full change of clothes, everything I've got is absolutely soaked. 50 kilometers coming to Mataelpino. Rain holding off. We're really lucky.
Sí, venía volviendo, solo estamos mirando los canales.
So this is the 55, just over 55 kilometers. This is the furthest I've ever run. So I'm now in a whole new territory. And it's the longest time I've been out running, nearly 8.5 hours. We're making pretty good time. I mean, in theory, we could pretty much walk it from here and finish within the 21 hours. But of course we're not going to do that. We're going to keep running whilst we can. So we're really getting onto the side of the mountain now, and it is raining. We were lucky coming out of Madrid. We were lucky the first 50k, but now it's raining, and I mean, all our gear is soaked, absolutely soaked. And when we stop at the checkpoint, body temperature goes down and you get quite worryingly cold. Luckily I had some dry clothes to put on, but really need to get to Cercedilla now, which is about 5 kilometers away, and probably shower and do a full change of clothes and really gear up now to stay warm across the mountain. This is basically, for me, the challenge is going to be keeping warmer over the mountain. I mean, when I stop, you know, it's cold. I can feel the early onset of hypothermia. I mean, our body is tired from doing 60 kilometers and being out for nearly 10 hours or something. So yeah, this is where we're at. It's not the conditions we trained in. I mean, we trained in heat, which has its own problems to deal with, but really this is the first session of the year where we've been in this kind of temperature and this kind of rain. Luckily I got myself some gear because we saw the chances of rain were high. So, I mean, that's saved me right now. No me las de las vacas. These are the first cows we've got really close to.
Curiosity kill the cow.
So in my first marathon, it was like months and months of training, no rain at all, and on a marathon day it poured down with rain and I got very cold at the end. And the same thing's happening here on my first ultra marathon. Months of training, not a drop of rain, and then rain on race day. Typical. So we've just done the stop in Cercedilla, really important stop. That's the last major change of clothes. It's the last time we see our family, hopefully until Segovia. It feels great to be in dry, warm clothes. Absolutely amazing, a complete different sensation. And I had a good leg massage in there as well. Got some paella. Now, we've got the challenge now is get to the top, get to Puerto Fuenfria, 15 kilometers in one piece, feeling good and not freezing, so, and staying dry. So I'm going to take it easy so you don't sweat. The problem is as you run, you're sweating and then you're getting very cold with that sweat. So objective is get to the top of the mountain and then it's all downhill.
Aquí no tiene ninguna...
No sé el palo. No.
Deprisa.
29k to go. We're on the 15k ascent up to Fuenfria. We've done 5. We've got 10 more to do. And we're at the top of the mountain. That's going to be a huge moment when we get to the top of the mountain. I'm going to be so happy. I mean, it's still hard to finish the last 20, but at least it's downhill, not uphill. The rain in Spain is falling on us today.
And not in the plane.
Not on the plane, no.
On the plane, sorry.
But I'd say so far, yeah, it's rained, but we've been relatively lucky. It could have been worse. Now, here's where you have to dig deep mentally and just keep going. Keep on trucking. So this is the famous Mirador de la Reina. You can't see a lot today. It's just, well, we're just in a cloud right now. Looking forward to coming out of the cloud. We can't be far now from Fuenfria, which is the top, which really means we've done 2,200 meters of vertical ascent. Never done that before. So coming up soon to 80 kilometers. Just past kilometer 80. It's all downhill from here. I mean, in a good sense, downhill in terms of, I think we've got nearly 1,000 meters of descent. It was absolutely freezing up the top at the mountain because we're soaked through and it's windy. I've just changed to my last warm clothes. I haven't got any more. That's it. I've just got a thermal blanket. My last resort. Now we got at least 3 hours to go. But We're nearly there. I don't know what kilometre we're at. Can't do math anymore. We're tired. I want to get off this mountain as soon as possible. Looks like we're just coming up to the penultimate checkpoint. So the movie was called 100 Kilometers to Heaven. And what have I learned through all of this? Firstly, I've learned you don't need to run 100 kilometers to get to heaven. And secondly, I've learned I've already got heaven here on earth. My wife and family are the best. Well, this isn't the best place to be training for an ultra marathon, but there's too many distractions, food and drink, but doing my best. This is definitely not a film about politics. When I was young, I was told of the great benefits of the European Union and how we could all live and work as one in a fantastic coming together of countries. After the kings and queens of Spain started to get riches from all around the world, they decided to build their heavens on earth. And Aranjuez is one of those heavens.